Uh-oh. How y'all doing? What's up? So, I hope y'all doing good. I hope y'all taking care of yourselves, man. It's a beautiful day. As Ralph Smart would say, woo! Breathing in that good ass prana. Shout out my man Ralph Smart, right? So, today's topic right now, I want to dive into the depths of society, or what I like to call the societal trap. Drum roll. We talking about the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? We talking about the Matrix. We talking about the place that the ones who run this planet want you to reside in and stay ill-informed of anything else besides what they want you to know. You know? I got my little notebook right here. It's crazy, right? I had these notes for some months. Never made a video on it. So today's the day, right? So my thoughts on the Matrix. I feel like the Matrix was designed to keep us distracted at a low frequency and to keep us from exploring our inner realm. Now, right? What is the Matrix? What I like to call the Matrix is like what the inorganic beings who run this planet, who control the media, or who control the people who control the media, control the people who control the government, you know, and feed us certain things to grab our attention, right? The Matrix was designed to keep us distracted, like I said. And it's kind of hard for me to explain it in this type of way. But the way I look at the Matrix is just like a trap. It's like they got us in a box. It's like a bird in a cage who never knew that they could fly in the first place. So they don't even question the fact that they're not flying right now. They don't even second guess the fact that they're not flying. And then when they see other birds flying, they think it's wrong. Because we were taught since we was born, since we was young, we've been programmed. We've been taught things. We've been basically formed into who they want us to be instead of becoming our own people, having our own opinions and our own thoughts. The main reason the Matrix was created was to control us, because if 7 billion people thought on their own and all got together, then nothing could stop us. But they've separated us in so many ways and controlled us to keep us contained. So, the Matrix, distracting us, taking our attention away. There's always something new coming out. There's always something new to take our attention from ourselves. It's always a new movie. It's always a new game. It's always a new, artist. It's always a new freaking, news feed. It's always a new problem. It's always a new app. It's always something new to keep your attention away from yourself. People don't even know that they have their own inner world inside of them when they sit down and connect with themselves. Because 25/8, they're giving out their attention to everything else. Work. Going to work, giving your attention away to work. Giving your attention away to people. Giving your attention away to the media. They distract you to keep you from going within to find your true powers. Because if there was nothing to take your attention away, then what would you do? You would have no choice but to sit down and think to yourself. If we didn't have a phone, and we didn't have a TV, and we didn't have radio. All we had was our community and nature, like way, way, way back, we would have no choice but to sit down and think about life. Like, what else would we do? But now they're giving us so many options to do things that, you know, we don't ever take the time for ourselves because we're always giving it to something else. So then another thing with the Matrix is they want to create our reality, and they want to make us believe that the reality that they create is ours, when in reality we create our own reality. We have the power within to choose the decisions, to choose how we think, to choose how we feel, to choose what we do and what we don't do, and what we accept and what we don't accept, in terms of, you know, what we can control. We can't control everything, but what we can control. But they want us to feel like victims. They want us to feel like we have no control. You know? They want us to believe that what they create is our life. You know, when you're constantly being told something, eventually you believe it. Eventually you believe it to be true. So when they constantly putting things in our face, telling us what's real and what's not, eventually some people believe it's true. And once you believe something to be true, then it becomes you. You know? So they want to control us, man. It's nothing but fear and negativity being promoted in society right now. I mean, it's always been this way for the longest. Like, when has they ever really put nothing good out on the news? Or, you know, when is it ever really something positive going on the media? Especially nowadays, it's just nothing but the stuff that people be doing and the world the way it is. Instead of coming up with a solution, we're just re-expressing the problems. And therefore, people are absorbing all this negative energy and all this fear and all this extra stuff, and it's inflicting with their inner energy, so they're not able to act at that higher vibration because they're trapped watching all this negative stuff and letting that make them feel a certain way, or make them make certain decisions, or think a certain way. And that's how they try to mold your... They can only control you through here. They can't force you to do nothing. They can only make you believe that you have to do it, or that it's good for you to do it. Like, I didn't even read this yet. They want to think for us and tell us what to think instead of how to think. They want to tell us what to think instead of how to think. Right? It's getting juicy, y'all. And another thing about the Matrix, I feel like everything is already predetermined. Everything is predetermined. There's no way that all of this happened by accident. The universe doesn't make no mistakes, yet the ones running this planet, they're strategic. You know how intelligent you have to be to run a whole planet successfully, consistently? Pre-planned precision actions, you know, things like that must be in place. You can't just be winging it to run a whole planet. You can't be winging it. So everything is pre-planned is how I feel. So everything that happens was already planned to happen. And then sometimes nature happens. You can't control nature. Nature, you know, that's always going to be on its own terms. But in terms of like man-made stuff like that, and how much technology we have at what point in time and when things really, everything's pre-planned. Right? And back to what I was saying about if 7 billion people was to come together and be on this high frequency and everybody knew the truth, some people can't handle the truth. Some people literally can't handle the truth. But they would rather lie to us to keep the world stable than to tell us the truth. They would rather lie to us and make us feel like we're safe just to control us and keep us in check. Right? And in the Matrix, you take the red pill or the blue pill, right? Now, me, I never watched that movie. I might need to, right? But everybody always made that quota. It's the red pill or the blue pill, you know what I'm saying? You have a choice. They want to keep us enslaved mentally. Because that's the only way they can control people is mentally. They can't control, like I just said, they can't control us physically unless you lock us up and put a gun to our face. But you can't do that to everybody on this planet. But you can lock them up mentally, which is what they've been doing. And they don't even teach us things that are really important. Ever since we was in kindergarten, yeah, they teach us how to count and teach us how to read, and that's important, yeah. But like 1st grade to 12th grade, like what do we really remember that's most important besides math and English, science, history? They even tell us, his story. They even tell us what happened from way back. Just from what either they found or what they said. Like, how do we even know it's accurate? We don't. We just going off what they say, you know? So they don't even teach us important stuff like meditation, taking care of yourself, you know, how to overcome emotions, how to deal with anxiety for people like that, how to deal with depression. They don't tell us about that. They tell us go take medicine for that type of shit instead of telling us how to figure it out ourselves. It's crazy, man. Because when you take medicine, guess what? They get paid off of that. Right? And then when you get to high school, they trying to tell you about what you need to do for your future and trying to force you into more school, more programming. And some people come out of the school with degrees that they don't even use just because society told them that that's what they're supposed to do instead of them doing what they want to do. I feel like the Matrix was designed, and it's an illusion to keep us all from connecting with our highest version, right? Getting us accustomed to the lower vibrational things, making it feel normal, making it feel like that's okay. Because when you feel like it's okay and it's not a problem, then you don't even try to fight it. If you accept it, you don't even try to fight it. So it's like they try to keep us at a low vibration and make us feel like that's the normal, that's okay, and that's what everybody doing. But that's not true. It's not normal to be at a low vibration, you know? Or I'm not gonna say it's not normal, because I mean I know I wasn't always this way, so I thought it was normal at one point too. But what I'm saying is like we have a choice to decide on if we're gonna allow the low vibrational things or if we're gonna try to strive for the more higher frequency type of things and types of thoughts and feelings and actions and you know, stuff like that. So this is another good point I have, right? It all stems from our mental. Just like I just said, if we never knew we had a choice, because in my opinion, with my personal experience, when I was low vibrational and I didn't even know, I didn't even know nothing about spirituality. I didn't know nothing about meditation. I didn't know nothing about inner work. So I didn't even try to do nothing like that. They keep that knowledge away from us because they know it can change us in a better way. But if you don't even know that there's a choice and you just accept this as being the, you know, normal vibration, then you don't even care. You just let it happen. You know? Dang, I got grass on this. We wouldn't even know the difference in how we would feel if we didn't realize it was a choice we could make, or like, you know, we didn't realize that we could change certain things about us. So I feel like the Matrix doesn't tell us anything about the high vibrational stuff because they want us to reside on the low. So when we're living in that type of frequency and nobody's telling us nothing different, we don't try to question it because we don't even know that there's nothing different. That's like me sitting in this grass right here and I ain't never seen no other grass before in my life. Let's say I have yellow patches and some of it's kind of shaky and all of that. I'm gonna love it for what it is because I accept it as my grass. But if I look at my neighbor's grass and be like, damn, that grass is like 10 times greener, what can I do to get on to have that type of grass? And then all you got to do is water it, right? So it's like if you never knew that there could have been another option, you would never try to get to that option. So when they only give us this one option and make us feel like it's normal, that's all we're gonna accept. And in terms of like the way the world is right now with the Matrix and how they program so many people and brainwash them and all types of stuff, and how they giving us all this news and all this crazy stuff that's going on, I feel like, this is my opinion, it's okay to be aware, but don't let it make you feel like a victim. I'm aware of a lot of stuff that's going on right now, but I don't let it bother me because I can't control that. I can only control myself. I can only control myself and inspire other people to do better. I can't control nothing else. I can only help people. I can't force them. I can only help myself. I can't force nothing else. Nothing. So why would I make myself feel some type of way about what's going on the outside world when I can't control none of that? Why would I stress myself out about something that happened overseas when I ain't even seen that junk before? You know? Why? Like, to me, it's just different. But closing it off right here with this last point that I wrote, right? There's more to life than just the Matrix. There's more to life than just feeling stuck like a victim, feeling like everything's just bad and like there's nothing good coming in life, and like, you know, no matter how hard you work, it's just never gonna work. Like all of those negative thoughts that you be having in your head, I feel like those is demons that's trying to keep you as another low vibration, because when what you are is what you attract. So when you're at a low vibration and you're doing a lot of things like that, and don't think of low vibration as like a negative term. Don't even think like that. I'm just separating the two in terms of my experience and understanding that people's choices and the way they think determines where they go. So for people who's residing in this, you know, lower frequency, they're gonna attract people in that same frequency. They're gonna attract entities in that same frequency, and they're just gonna attract everything that's revolving around that. So if you want more to life and you want to experience new sides of life, escape the Matrix, man. Escape the Matrix. Don't do what they tell you to do. Don't always follow the sheep. Be a wolf. Follow your own path. Think for your own self instead of letting them think for you and telling you what to think and how to feel and what to do, and being caught up in all of this stuff and absorbing all of their negative energy and letting it affect you on an everyday basis, and then coming home and doing nothing but more activities that's keeping you lowered and not helping you elevate to your highest version. It's all a choice, man. But these are my thoughts on the Matrix. I just wanted to bring this video because, hey, I've been wanting to bring this video for a minute, and hopefully y'all learned something. If y'all did, great. If y'all didn't, cool. You know, I'm just here posting videos again, and I hope y'all taking care of yourselves, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. Peace.